Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on Tropical Storm Bret. So, Tropical Storm Bret is nearing landfall between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and St. Lucia, and as of 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, Thursday, June 22nd, 2023, Tropical Storm Bret has maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour and is moving west at 16 miles per hour. Tropical storm warnings continue for Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Martinique, and Dominica, and after Tropical Storm Bret moves west of the Windward Islands, he is going to encounter some very strong wind shear north of the ABC Islands and rapidly weaken, bringing just minimal impacts to the ABC Islands in the form of some gusty winds and some heavy rain, and weaken and dissipate likely on Sunday across the Western Caribbean as a tropical depression. So looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite imagery and interactive track for Tropical Storm Bret is looking a lot more disorganized than he did this morning, as he is now encountering some very strong wind shear as he approaches the islands. And we have most of the shower and thunderstorm activity displaced well to the east of the center of Tropical Storm Bret now, and this is indicative of a weakening trend as he approaches the islands. Tropical Storm Bret actually made a little bit of a southern wobble between this morning and early afternoon and passed about 10 miles north of Barbados about 2 hours ago, and is currently situated about 30 miles northwest of Barbados as of 6:30 p.m. this evening. 65 miles per hour tropical storm, and as we go into 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, Friday morning, Bret is expected to weaken further to a 60 mile per hour tropical storm. Now, timing out the wind gusts across the islands. So as of 6:50 p.m., we are already seeing tropical storm force winds across most of the islands. From Guadeloupe through Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, we're seeing winds gust between about 40 to 60 miles per hour as of 6:50 p.m., and these are only going to increase as we go into 8 o'clock. Tropical storm force winds between about 40 and 50 miles per hour across Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, and Dominica. And as we go into 9 o'clock, as the center of Tropical Storm Bret passes between St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the winds are really going to ramp up. We could be seeing winds gusting to 65 miles per hour across Dominica, Martinique, and St. Lucia by 9 p.m. this evening, even across Barbados, about 40 to 50 miles per hour. Going into 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, very strong winds moving across Martinique, Dominica, St. Lucia of about 40 to 60 miles, actually about 50 to 65 miles per hour by 11 p.m. Going into midnight, this is when we're likely going to see the strongest winds across St. Lucia, Martinique, and Dominica. We could be seeing winds gusting as high as 60 to 70 miles per hour by midnight tonight across St. Lucia, Martinique, and Dominica. So very strong winds, and these are going to continue through at least 5 a.m., and tropical storm force winds are probably going to continue through at least 7 a.m. tomorrow morning before Bret moves to the west of the Windward Islands. Now, looking at the rainfall across the islands from Tropical Storm Bret. So as of 7 p.m. this evening, we're already seeing some heavy rain moving across Barbados as the core of heavy rain moves westward. And as we go through 8, 9, 10 o'clock, very heavy rain is going to continue across Barbados. The very heavy rain is going to approach St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, and Martinique by around 11 o'clock overnight tonight. And as we go into midnight at 1 a.m., we're likely going to be seeing some very heavy rainfall across St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, rain bands as far north as Dominica and Guadeloupe. Going into 2 and 3 a.m., very heavy rain is going to continue across St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well as St. Lucia, and moderate rain as far north as Guadeloupe in some of these rain bands. And the rain is going to continue through about 5, 6 a.m. We're going to be seeing moderate rain continuing across Martinique, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent Vincent and the Grenadines, and this is going to continue through about noon tomorrow before most of the rain moves to the west of the Lesser Antilles. And speaking of the flood threat, we're going to be seeing a narrow corridor somewhere between St. Lucia and Martinique of about 3 to 5 inches, and this is going to result in some moderate flooding across either island or both islands as the corridor of heavy rain moves through. But areas like Martinique, Guadeloupe, southern St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Barbados, and Trinidad Tobago, your rainfall total should be remaining on the lighter side of about 1 to 2 inches. It's only going to be that narrow corridor where the core of the storm moves through, where the flooding issues are going to be the most prevalent. So thanks for watching this evening's update on Tropical Storm Bret. Make sure you're preparing for strong gusty winds, flooding rainfall, and storm surge if you live across Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Martinique, and to a lesser extent Dominica. Thanks for watching this evening's update. Stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.